me to experience Mbappe versus Haaland. I never knew Dembele had other plans for us. See, he is not just the best player in the world for no reason. He said, you guys have scored too much. Let me also show that I am the best player in the world as it stands. Hat-trick today against Norway is never an easy one to do at the World Cup. This just comes to show that it is not only one player that is the most dangerous player in this France team. There is another player that is doing something different, and that is Ousmane Dembélé. He has now scored 4 goals. The same goals with Mbappe, the same goals with, the same goals on that flank, on that, that second position as the highest goal scorer in this competition. Just 1 goal behind Lionel Messi. We thought Lionel Messi was taking this competition as his own. I thought Lionel Messi was running away with the highest goal scorer, award. Only to see Mbappe, Dembele, Haaland and other players chasing him, behind. This just comes to show that this particular group is the highest goal scoring group in this competition already. Look at the amount of goals, France has actually produced. Look at the amount of goals Norway has produced. Look at, other teams, as though Senegal winning 5 goals to 0 again today. We'll get to Senegal's zone. But today, France was everything, against this Norway side. Yes, you would want to say that Norway played their B team. Norway made 10 chances and made 10 changes before this game started. But it is Norway. It's not going to be another flag there. It is Norway. Yes, you didn't have the likes of Erling Haaland, Odegaard, and the rest. I understand that for a fact. But the most important thing for France tonight was getting that result and getting it comfortably. They scored and they made sure they beat Norway comfortably. Now they top the group with 9 points. For every Liverpool fan and every Arsenal fan watching this, I want you guys to just expect your strikers back home. Because Sweden is going to face France, in the next stage of this competition. And I bet you for everything, I think France is going to qualify. And you should expect Isak and Gyökeres back home. Because this France team, and one thing I love about this France team is not only one player that is dangerous. Désiré Doué is there, Olise is there, Mbappe is there, Dembele is there, Bakola is there, Cheki is there. They have players that can actually destroy teams. That is one thing with this France national team. And they have it all there. This is the only team that I see that is very, very complete. Defense, midfield, attack, they have it all in that team. And they did it today. What a game, for France, defeating Norway 3 goals to 0. Now, because of the changes for Norway, some other players were not really in their best. Also, France also made some changes, after the half-hour mark and all of that. I was very surprised that even Dembele did not, Mbappe did not get a goal tonight. But that being said, it was a very, very good game for France. They were super comfortable, knocked the ball around, created so many chances, and actually took the game to Norway. France was very, very decisive in front of goal. And one thing I'm very, very happy with Dembele's goals tonight is there was no penalty, there was no tapping. This was majorly an individual brilliance from Dembele. Like, he saw the goal and he took the shots and, the goal counted. And that was it for France today. But let me know what you think about this France national team, how they performed today. They really showed that, yes, they are a team to reckon with. They showed that they are a team that could actually get to the final of this competition. They showed that they are that team that should be feared in this competition. They showed that they are that team that you should be considering seeing in the final of this World Cup, because this team is packed and stacked full of quality. And that's what they produced today. And that is what we saw today, with France, defeating Norway. But let me know what you think concerning France, and our heart goes out to the France coach, Didier Deschamps, who was not in this game tonight, and he went, home to bury his mom. But our heart goes out to him and every other football fan and people of Venezuela. It's a very, very tough time right now in Venezuela with the serious earthquake, going on over there. My heart goes out to every one of them, and they should stay strong. Now, let's move on to the next game. Senegal came into this game angry. Senegal came into this game with Iran as a wounded lion. No wonder they are called the Teranga Lions of Senegal. Senegal came into this game with so much anger inside of them. They were smoking hot. And that is exactly what they showed to Iraq. See, Iraq felt the African anger tonight. See, Iraq felt a team that was upset, angry, devastated, and I should say not happy based on how the first two games went. The first two games, Senegal was not all that bad, but they were matched with a better quality. And that quality was from France. That quality was from Norway. They scored 2 goals, against Norway to make that game 3-2. They scored 1 goal against France to make that game 3-1. So they were not too all bad. They were not really beaten and battered all through. But tonight, we saw the quality of Senegal. We saw a Senegalese side that should be fair. We saw a Senegalese side that we were already expecting. This was that Senegalese side that we knew that was coming into this competition. A team that is very compact, a team that can score goals, a team that can defend. That is that Senegalese side we saw at the AFCON. That is that Senegalese side that won the AFCON. That is that Senegalese side. That is what we have always wanted. That's what we've always expected or expecting. And they did it tonight. 5 goals against Iraq. That is a statement, that's a statement result. Yes, we know Iraq is not that team that, is well known in terms of their footballing, history, pedigree, and everything. But I tell you this for a fact: what Senegal has done tonight, they would qualify to the next stage. And whichever team, they will meet one of the big teams in the next stage, because they will finish 5th in the ranking for the 3rd place. Right, 8 teams will qualify. I think they'll finish 5th or so. Any team that meets Senegal, we have a team to reckon with. Even France felt it in the first half of that game. Even Norway felt it in the second half of that game. They might not have had their first 2 games well, but subsequently, now they are finding their feet. Now they are becoming better. That's going to defeat and destroy teams that don't really put their acts right. But let me know what you think about the Senegalese team. Let me know what you think about this team and how they've defeated Iraq 5 goals to 0. And share your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so I come your way again next time. I remain your boy Mike Way. Stay cool.